Hey guys, so this is Max Lizard doing another video review. I know it's so soon, but I already set one up like maybe a couple days ago. But this is Powerdive, and I really wanted him really bad. It's like I was up in the air between him and Lugnut, but this is the one I was able to find online, so I tried to get him as quickly as I could for a decent price. I was surprised too. This was on TRU. So, yeah, if you find him, get him. His vehicle form is awesome, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. His robot form's okay. The only drawbacks that I think of is maybe the arms, because they're just weirdly designed. But I do like the propellers. I know I don't like propellers. I said that I don't like helicopters that much. It's only because the propellers like just swing around. But these ones are pretty. Look, I'm like flicking around and it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't keep on rotating, so I like that a lot. So this figure doesn't irritate me when it comes to propellers. And there's another thing with his feet. It's not really feet. It looks like a mess. But the robot form will get an 8 for me. I really like the robot form a lot. He does have wide hips for a robot, but he has an amazing amount of detail, which I like a lot as well. Like even on the inside of the cockpit, like you see the shark fin, the shark face on the inside. You see on the other side, there's a amazing amount of detail it's on the inside alone. You see all those wires and stuff like that. It's crazy. I wish they added a little bit more paint. Like for example, they could have added silver on here through this vents or something like that, or like the circular joint. They could have done that. But I think the details on this figure kind of it resolves that. I understand why they did that. They can't spend too much. This figure's awesome. I like the mold. I really like the head sculpt. Although the green on his cap looks a little different from the rest of his body. It looks like they painted it on too much or something like that. You could either fold it up like that, so you can see his eyes, or you could leave it down, like that. I prefer to keep it down because he looks like more like a jet pilot. But yeah, that's up to you. But due to transform it, we'd create a little bit more space, so I'm going to leave it up like that. I'm not sure if it makes that much of a difference, but when I tried to transform it earlier, that's what it just came out to be. So, alright, so he looks like a forest green. He has some highlighter yellow, lots of purple. His wheels and his weapons are purple. Decepticon purple, so that's okay. The only color that doesn't really attract my eye at all is the gray plastic, and that kind of ruins it for me. But other than that, that's pretty much hidden in the vehicle form. So let's go focus on the vehicle form real fast. Let's go first of all tuck in his hands. Although that kind of maybe that makes a little bit more sense to me. Although he will have shorter forearms, at least it makes more sense, I guess. And then he'll have these propellers on his forearms and like that instead of yeah, whatever. Let's go continue. Alright, let's go start off with the back first, I guess. For his cockpit, let's go just raise this part up all the way up. Then you would cover this area with the wings on the back to make a shark face, which looks awesome, by the way. Yeah, we'll leave that up for now. The shoulders, you want to bend these parts out like that. Then you want to basically cover up his head with these two halves to make one engine center piece thing. You want to fold these propellers up so they're facing front, so you can see the fence on the front too. These look like more like, I don't know, weapons to me than a joint piece one. But anywho, yeah, you can leave the purple weapons on here. You can actually use them, take them off, and use them as hand weapons. But I'm gonna leave them on because they're gonna be like that later on too. Okay, so you could wait. Let's go focus on the feet real fast because That's a huge mess right there. Let's go bend this part out first. There we go. You want to either rotate these up, the toes, there we go, and then rotate this part down, rotate this part down, and make sure that doesn't touch. The joints on here are nice and tight because it puts lots of weight on there, so it makes sense to me. Okay, so you could bend that down to make the fins, so that kind of makes sense, right? There's not enough space to that. Okay, just leave like that for now. But we need to create more space between the legs, which is done by separating the crotch area. Okay. And if I flip this around, you see that crotchal piece is part of the front wings. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not blocking the light, but yeah, the crotchal connecting piece right here is going to be part of the front wings. So let's go put that all the way up until it locks into place. Same thing on this side. There we go. So basically you have that. You could tilt these wings. Oh, no, you don't want to do that because let's go bend these wings up. Yeah, you're gonna rotate these wings up. There we go. Make sure everything's still together somewhat. There we go. So now we have all this. Okay. For that part, we're going to take this, rotate it down so you see the Decepticon symbol. Okay. Then you want to pull these parts out, and you want to rotate them to make the back wing. Or the rear wing. Sorry. I'm having trouble enunciating today. Okay, let's go get that piece connected real fast. Okay, so we have the back portion somewhat done, except for this part. This part actually keeps the whole thing pretty much together, but as you see this hole right here, it'll go into this tab right over here, so you want to fold that part up, lock it into place, push this area in, lock it all down. Beautiful. Okay, so it covers up all this unsightly gray plastic that doesn't feel like it belongs anywhere. Okay. Okay. There we go. Then all you have to do is rotate this cockpit part down and it'll lock into place. Then you just have to align everything up. The weapons, separate the propellers, like so. There we go. Then there you go. You have your Powerdive. I thought it was called Dive Bomb. Is it Powerdive? Okay, yeah. Powerdive, sorry. Powerdive in his vehicle form, which looks amazing, by the way. It's definitely like a World War II, I think. They have the jet engine right here. I think that's a jet engine. I don't know, but yeah, it looks pretty awesome. You can see all those rivets and detailing on the inside, especially the shark face. That really just added lots of character to this vehicle form. Let's see. His engines, the gimmick still works somewhat. Yeah, my hand was just blocking it. There we go. Minor details that slight complaints. The silver paint on here is kind of coming off. As you see on my hand, there's a little bit of green paint too. I have no idea where that's coming from, but it's definitely coming off on my hand. And yeah, but underneath you can't even tell what the robot form is. You could pull out the landing gear. There we go. And you could also pull these different color landing gear on the back. Then if I put him down, that just looks great. Let me move the camera back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, that's just awesome. And let me move the lighting too, so you can see more of that. There we go. Yeah, so Powerdive, his vehicle form definitely gets a 10. I am not disappointed with him at all. He's crazy good in my book. So yeah, if you find him, you should definitely get him. If you have the previous mold, you might not get this guy, but the paint scheme, I think, warrants another look. But that's up to you. I really like this paint scheme a lot better than the previous one for the Autobot version. I forgot what the name was. But yeah, this guy looks a lot better. And I don't have that many Decepticons. And this guy will definitely be one of the main ones in my collection. So, once again, this is Mega Snow Lizard with another video review. You guys have a great and wonderful night. See you guys next time.